Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Beers by the Ivy. We're going to be breaking down Jackson Dart's tape. One thing I gotta say is I'm in the process of moving, so this is not the normal studio. We got an echo problem, we got audio issues. I don't have any of my mics, but I was breaking down this tape to make my actual analysis grade video, and I figured, hey, why not just turn on the camera and start recording and see what we see. I did watch the combine. I thought he was rather impressive in the combine. His ability to deliver the football really showed at the combine. I also studied like his interviews. That's where I always start, is the interviews and figuring out, does he have the personality I think it takes to win Super Bowls, to win consistently in the National Football League. I think one thing people forget is winning in the National Football League is almost impossible, and it takes such discipline and dedication in the skill of leadership to win in the National Football League, that if you don't have those, you have utterly no chance no matter what. Because like talent truly isn't going to win in the National Football League. It may win for like 5 guys in the entire league. Other than that, everything else is skill, intelligence, hard work, and focus. And that's why the NFL is the best league in the entire world of all the leagues. Jackson Dart, the one thing that scares me about him, if I was going to pick him, is the fact that he's kind of like the cool guy, and he's got like the cool guy look, and he kind of carries himself like the cool guy. I absolutely hate that in every single angle. It's kind of like Johnny Manziel-esque, Baker Mayfield-esque. But on the other flip side, he also has like a little bit of Joe Burrow in him. He's kind of got that like cool confidence, cool Joe Burrow vibe too. So more to come on that front, but that was my one thing I saw. I was just like, ugh, I do not like that. I kind of like guys who are just boring, dedicated, understand they're not going to go in the National Football League and destroy it. You know, they're not going to tear it up in the National Football League. It's so hard to do. Stay humble, work hard, get focused, and go. You're going to play a guy who's 32 years old, who's been in the league for close to 10 years, has 3 kids, and that guy that squatted 600 pounds in college, and you thought, wow, he's so strong. This guy can literally wake up and do that. So, whole different level of ability, whole different level of coaching, whole different level of speed, whole different level of intelligence on the National Football League. All right, let's just jump into it. So once again, we're just going to kind of roll this. This is my initial reaction of watching tape, and then when we make the actual video, I'll have like my grades. I put together a grade video. Sorry, this intro is so long. But I put together a grade video on how I grade quarterbacks. I essentially invented a system, 45 points, combining a few factors of intelligence, pre-snap, post-snap, leadership, etc. Then you had, I think, roughly 40 points of arm strength. You had some athleticism grades. You had height as a grade, so you can check out that video. But yeah, let's go and get started. This is against Georgia. This is the tape against Georgia. I'm picking Georgia because Georgia has probably the closest defense he faced to an NFL defense. It's also a huge game, and it's also at home. So yeah, let's see it. I gotta make myself a little bit smaller. All right, I'm going real small. All right, let's go back. So obviously, the tape's a little bit cut off because I have to have it cut off, or it's gonna get taken down. So we're working with what we got here. This is like what's upsetting is he's got a guy wide open at the top on the right side of the screen, and he's like dancing around. Like he didn't understand like the progression, and you could say, well, he's reading the progression. Well, okay, then he didn't understand the defensive coverage that should have changed his progression once he got the football. In the National Football League, things change. You have a pre-snap read and a post-snap read, and those could be 2 different reads in terms of receivers 1, 2, and 3. Right, and then he tries to play hero ball, get out of the pocket. Not today. All right, this play, I think he didn't expect this offensive lineman to get beat this bad. If I scroll back just a little bit, you can see that it's pretty much head on hat because Georgia's about to bring this linebacker, and the running back doesn't help with the chip block at all. He just picks up this linebacker, which theoretically makes sense, but in the real world analysis, you should have helped and then given your quarterback an extra second. Running back doesn't do that. Jackson Dart does not see this really coming, and he throws off his back foot into an interception on the first drive against Georgia. So bad offense across the board. One thing you gotta like about him though is he can really throw the rock. Like his ability just to sling it, it just looks effortless, and it just flies out of his hands. The one thing that I'll tell you is he's not always accurate. He always has enough power, but like that, he just does not consistently throw the football accurately. Sometimes it is utterly right on the money. That's a great read. Saw it coming. That's the kind of read that we need in the National Football League, right? You know where your check down is. Boom, here it is. He probably had a good pre-snap read on it. He guessed right. He knew he was right. Boom, send it. But yeah, the accuracy. Sometimes like that, right on the money, right in stride, right on perfect timing. Other times, he misses. Great read, good comfortability. The one thing I do like about him is he is a cool customer. He doesn't usually get freaked out, and he usually can make a play. Now, people say that he's a good runner of the football. I don't think he's like at all elite running the football at all. I think he's modern day quarterback athletic, but I don't find him to be a guy who's ever going to break multiple long runs consistently in the National Football League. Right there, steps into it and absolutely slings it. Very impressive. You know, like he's a solid runner, but like he's not like a great runner. That's what I'm talking about. Like, how does he miss that throw? I mean, is the ball wet? Like what? Like what is going on right here? Like I missed it. Okay, well we missed it. Another one right in stride. You know, he's got a good base too. Like he really does have a good base under him that he throws the football. He gets square, delivers the football. Let's watch his footwork. Here it is, here it is, here it is. When he throws, he's pretty square, momentum going, his toes pointed, elbows in, delivers the rock, boom. Great throw. Also great catch. Really good catch. Well done. I know some people were going to say that was a stupid-looking play, and it was a stupid-looking play, but he does have that gamer in him, and I think that's something I'll have to grade decently high on. I don't know, he's got a vibe. There you go. You got to see him playing. I think he played defense in high school. Originally, he was at USC. Lincoln Riley came in, then he transferred. Right there, like what is that? What is that? He's got nobody. I mean, just perfect pocket, great offensive line blocking, good fight up front. Nobody's in his way. And he misses an out route 3 yards to the inside. If this cornerback was looking at him, at Jackson Dart, then this would be an interception. This is an interception in the National Football League. Why? Because corners are able to pivot quicker so they can use their eyes better. It's a bad example, but when you're faster, you're more comfortable on a football field, you have more time to process things because your body can move to space quicker. Better description. Not bad footwork in the pocket. That's what I'm talking about. Great, making a play out of nothing. That's winning football. Like I'm saying, he's athletic, but he's not. Oh God, he's athletic, but he's not going to wow us. There's another bad throw. Nobody's even in his lane. Ugh. If you just would have hit him in stride, that might have been a touchdown. One more time. Ugh. Nobody's in his lane, gets completely ability to step into it, and just absolutely shank throws it. All right, so my initial reaction is I need to watch more tape. I mean, that's the bottom line. I did watch some of the Senior Bowl stuff, but his offensive line was so bad in that he pretty much got sacked every play. So I got to watch more real Ole Miss games. But in this game, we saw everything I like about him, everything I don't like about him. Number one thing I don't like about him is his accuracy. Number one thing I do like about him is his ability to throw the football. Just looks good. I like his attitude, but I also hate his attitude. I like that he's this competitor guy. He's got the Joe Burrow kind of cool factor to him. And he looks cool and he wears a backwards hat and it's great. But I also hate that he sometimes to me feels like Baker when Baker was kind of a pain in the ass, or Johnny Manziel. Cool guys don't win in the National Football League. If you're not willing to be there at 6 a.m. and leave at 8 p.m. every single day for multiple years in a row, then your odds of being successful in NFL are rare. You have to be an absolute grinder. And maybe he is. But I just feel sometimes the cool guy isn't the grinder. I think sometimes more the boring people. You look at the best quarterbacks in the last couple era, right? I mean, literally, Drew Brees, boring, dedicated student. Tom Brady, he's fun now, but was boring, dedicated student. Peyton Manning, fun now, but was boring, dedicated student. Eli, boring, dedicated student. Ben Roethlisberger, kind of less dedicated, less boring. He won 2 Super Bowls, so maybe this is this kid's path. But nonetheless, very interesting tape. Got a lot more to come on this, guys. I know this is an impromptu video. I'm filming this late because I haven't had any content coming out. So I appreciate you giving it a shot. I know it's not my best in terms of quality in any regard, but just wanted to get out there. And I think it's fun to kind of see the initial tape breakdown of can this kid be a first-round draft pick? Who's going to fall in love with him? Because he can definitely be a person you fall in love with. He can be a person you talk yourself into. But my question is, can he win in the National Football League consistently? Is he going to go up and beat Joe Burrow consistently? Is he going to beat Josh Allen consistently? Is he going to beat Jalen Hurts consistently? Because it's so hard to win a Super Bowl because you have to beat these top-tier guys. And when you look across the field, you're how the hell am I going to beat these guys? You have to be on their level. Only chance you have to beat these guys. All right, thanks guys for checking this out. I got a lot more coming, but he was the guy who intrigued me the most coming out of the Combine. I will give him credit, though, for throwing at the Combine, and I will take away credit from Sanders and Cam Ward for not throwing at the Combine. I like guys who throw at the Combine. All right, a lot more to come. Will Howard, Riley Leonard, Cam Ward, and Shedeur Sanders. All right, guys. Take care. Talk soon.